Hello, my name is Jonathan Palfrey and this is a review of the Canon 500D video SLR camera. Now this is a brilliant camera and has lots of use for different situations. It's a brilliant stills camera and it also has some brilliant video features. Now in this review I'm going to mainly talk about the video side of things, as they're not as much talked about as say the photography. There's plenty of information about that, but I will touch on that. First off, the video, even though it says it's full HD, isn't really full HD because it's only 20 frames a second, which is pointless. So for a proper video frame rate of 30 frames a second, you have to shoot in 720p. But that said, that doesn't put it down in its video mode at all. The reason why is because it's incredible in low light, and that's thanks to the very large sensor on the inside here. Now, if you're looking at this review from a video standpoint, you're probably looking at it because you can't afford a 7D, like me. And you're probably wondering how it does compare to the 7D. Well, I haven't actually used that in person, but I've got to say this holds up pretty well when I've used it in some dark conditions. Here's a few examples of where I've used it in almost pitch black and with only a tiny amount of lighting coming through. And it's amazing some of the results that I've got, and even my Z5 would have real trouble getting anything near the quality that this one has managed to get. Things I like about the 500D include a quite nice sized handle, considering it's one of the beginner models as such. The very large screen on the back, which makes it wonderful for reviewing content, photos or video. Now, one problem with this camera, of course, is that it hasn't got full manual controls for the video. You can lock the exposure, but otherwise you can't set it to what you want, so you can't get shallow depth of field in daylight, for example. But there is a trick around that, and quite simply all you have to do is go across to your aperture priority mode, set your aperture, and then unlock the lens slightly, so it's still attached but it's actually unlocked from its electronic connections, and then you switch back to video mode and it works. And this works surprisingly well actually. Don't recommend it too much because it may, I guess, damage your contacts on the camera, but certainly useful if you want to get a particular shot in daylight, and it's like I said, it's a lot cheaper than the 7D. Other problem, of course, is that it doesn't have a microphone input. Not that the sound is very good on the 7D or 5D anyway, even with the mic input, but it's even worse with this one because it's only got the built-in microphone, which, although I've got to say, isn't too bad and perfectly fine for fun videos, better than a lot of the compact cameras that you get, and just as good as a consumer camcorder, for example, so I wouldn't put it down too much. On the photo side of things, once again, it's a great camera with 15 megapixels. Also, the ISO on this camera is very good. You can easily use it on 3200. It also comes with plenty of auto modes if you're into that sort of thing, but at the same time, plenty of manual modes to keep you interested as well. I highly recommend this camera to anyone who is looking for an SLR, or even any camera really, video or stills. It's a great camera, and if you can afford getting the extra lens as well, it's really, really worth it. So there you go, that is the Canon 500D, and that's my review. Remember, you can follow me on Twitter at twitter.com/JonathanPalfrey, or check out my website at jonathanpalfrey.co.uk. Thank you very much, see you next time.